Hi, I have in front of me here a set of RJ45 Baluns. Basically, the purpose of this balance is to use pre-terminated RJ45 cables, such as, say, a Cat5 or Cat6 LAN cable, and be able to connect a camera directly to a DVR. Now, with traditional baluns, we'll say, you're just running the picture down, plus we'll say you need special, you have to actually cut into the cable and wire them into the baluns. These are really cool in terms of the fact that they can do three things. They can support the video, they can also support the power, and they can also support audio down a single cable. So it's really ideal, we'll say, for DIYers who are looking for a very, very quick and easy setup. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to talk about the balance at some detail here. I'll give a demonstration with a camera and a power unit, just how to connect them up on this LAN cable that we have here. And also then I'm just going to give a demonstration of a camera that's working and powering a camera over a 20-meter LAN cable that we have set up here. So the first thing here is when the BNC cable here would take would connect directly onto the back of our DVR. And what we'd use that is we'd use a power input. So we'd actually use something like this power unit here to power it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give a demonstration here of we'll power it on here, we'll connect this directly into our DVR. And if we had an audio output from the camera, we would feed it directly into the audio input on the back of the DVR. Or we could, of course, be really feeding it directly to a TV, but most likely not. And what we do at this point then is we'd use this LAN cable to simply come along and connect and run to our second location where we will actually have the camera located. So, typically here, this could be 10, 15, 20 meters away. And we still have a connection on the far end. And what we do here is we'll actually come along, we have our camera, and we just use the BNC connection here to connect on. So that's picking up the picture. And to give us power to power the whole setup, we have a power connection here. And the final thing is, if you had a camera, we'll say, not overly common, but some cameras will actually support audio as well. We have that functionality with it as well. It's not essential that you use it, but if you need it, it's there. So that's basically the setup we'd have. So the first thing you'll note there is, I've used absolutely no tools for this. This is click, click, click. So it makes setup really handy. If you're a professional installer, there's certain applications for this, but for DIYers, these type of baluns, they're absolutely fantastic. In terms of the picture resolution we can achieve on it, what we have here in front of us here, just spin around a little bit and look, we have exactly the setup that I'm talking about here directly onto it. So we can see here that it's giving absolutely super picture onto it. And as I said, the setup time on this was probably about 60 seconds to have it up and running. So even for demonstrations and things like that within our workshop here when we're doing videos associated with it, baluns like this are super, simply because the setup time on them is so good. So that's it anyway. An overview of the RJ45 video, audio and power balun set.